living longer, living healthier, living better than ever before. Welcome to Mountain Pacific's Healthy Living for Life, a weekly series that gives you the information, education, and expert insight you need to become an active participant in today's ever-changing healthcare climate. Here now is today's program host.
Many of us appreciate the occasional glass of wine with dinner or like to crack open a beer with friends. But did you know that as we age, the effect alcohol has on our bodies changes? And while some moderate drinking can have health benefits, depending on your particular health conditions or the medications you're taking, alcohol may pose some serious risks. Welcome to Healthy Living for Life, a show dedicated to helping you do just that. I'm your host, Beth Brown. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Joining us today is Dr. Douglas Kuntzweiler to talk about the effects alcohol can have on our health, especially as we get older. Thank you for being here, Dr. Kuntzweiler.
Thank you for asking.
So as we age, alcohol starts to have a different effect on us than when we were younger. Can you just first start out by saying, why does that happen?
Well, everything about our bodies changes as we age. Our body composition changes, and we have less body water than we do when we're younger. And that means that drinking the same amount of alcohol concentrates it more. So you'll actually have a higher blood alcohol level than you would when you were younger. Some of the other things that happen is that our body processes it more slowly. Alcohol is metabolized primarily in our liver, and as we get older, like the rest of our organs, our liver doesn't function as well. And so it doesn't process it as quickly.
Okay, so alcohol stays in our bodies longer when we're older?
Yes.
Okay, and are there other contributors besides age that might also affect us as we get older?
Yeah, there are all sorts of chronic diseases, diabetes, heart disease, liver disease, that also can affect how our body processes it. Our body composition changes in other ways. We tend to have less fatty tissue as we get older, and again, that concentrates the alcohol. And so there are a number of reasons why. Okay,
and gender, is that one that plays a role too?
Yeah, women tend to have less body water as they get older than men, and so women are more susceptible to alcohol. It rises faster in their bloodstream than it does in men.
Okay, so we're talking about blood alcohol concentration or content, or BAC. At what point does our BAC, or at what level does our BAC start affecting how we function normally?
Well, as soon as you start consuming alcohol, it has an effect. At low levels, it produces a sense of euphoria, increases sociability, lowers anxiety. But then as the levels continue to rise, it begins to affect our coordination, our reflexes, our vision, our balance, our thinking ability, pretty much everything. So it begins right away, though. As soon as you begin drinking, there's an effect.
Okay, and if someone starts to feel the effect of alcohol, for example, I've heard people drink black coffee to try to get the alcohol out of their system faster. Does that work? Do things like that work?
No. No, there's no way to reduce the effect of alcohol. You simply have to wait for the body to metabolize it, that is, to burn it off. So things like going on oxygen or taking a cold shower or drinking coffee really don't have any effect on that.
Okay. So there are some studies out there that talk about the health benefits of moderate drinking. So can we start out first by, what does that mean, moderate drinking?
Moderate drinking is considered to be 1 drink per day for women under the age of 65, 2 drinks per day for men under the age of 65. Over the age of 65, moderate drinking is considered to be 1 drink per day. And a drink means a 12-ounce beer, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces of hard liquor.
Okay, so depending on the type of alcohol, 1 drink is different.
Yes.
So if people are reporting to their doctors, if everyone has their physicals and they ask, do you drink, how much do you drink, they should know what 1 drink really means.
Yes. My father reassured me that his cardiologist told him that he could have a glass of wine a day. And so he would take a 16-ounce tumbler and fill it up to the brim. So that's cheating.
Okay. Okay.
12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, an ounce and a half of hard liquor is considered a drink.
Okay, so if we have one drink a day, that's moderate drinking. There was a 29-year study in California that found moderate drinking among older adults actually helped with their memory. What's the connection between alcohol and your brain?
Well, all the effects of alcohol are not well understood, but it appears that it does enhance some proteins and other chemicals in the brain. But you have to remember that that is offset by the bad effects of alcohol. And so you will see studies from time to time that show that alcohol does have some good effects, but in the long run, it's really not that good for you.
Okay, so you talked about your dad
Yeah.
and his heart, and I've heard too that wine can help your heart. Can you talk a little bit about the connection between wine and your heart health?
Well, red wine contains some compounds that increase HDL. HDL is the good cholesterol. It actually carries cholesterol from our blood vessels back to the liver to be metabolized. So increasing our HDL is a good thing, and red wine does help with that. It also seems to reduce clotting, and that's thought to be helpful for the heart, and it makes our blood vessels a little more flexible. But again, you have to remember that's at moderate doses.
Okay, and you mentioned too that alcohol also has its risks. So when we talk about benefits of moderate drinking versus the risks, would you recommend folks start drinking at a moderate level if they don't drink already to try to get some of those health benefits?
No.
Okay.
No, the risk to benefit ratio is weighted very heavily against drinking alcohol. If you enjoy alcohol, we think drinking at a low or moderate amount is okay. But there's no reason to start if you don't drink now.
Okay, so if you do drink, do it moderately.
Yes.
And we do need to take a break, so thank you for that. But when we come back, we're going to talk about the potential risks that Dr. Kuntzweiler already mentioned about alcohol, especially with certain health conditions. And we'll also talk about medications that definitely do not mix when it comes to alcohol. We still have a lot to talk about. Don't go away. We'll be right back.